So like most people, when I wake up, I have a few things I like to do in the morning, just routines. Um, One of them is, and this is something that I like recently developed, after I go onto Facebook or Twitter for the first time in the morning, I'm usually prompted to go, you probably can't see that, but I just go to Google and I type something in, just anything. Who was the 39th president? And okay, Google's already telling me that it's Jimmy Carter. It's a very useful tool. So Jimmy Carter was the 39th president of the United States. And the reason that I like to do that is because sometimes I wake up in the morning and I see something on social media and it makes me wonder, is Google still free? As you and I both know, there are a few things you're just not supposed to do on social media, a few faux pas, a few egregious acts that you're never supposed to commit, like posting thought catalog articles, liking your own pictures, requesting people in Candy Crush, things like that. But in my mind, the worst thing that you can do on social media is to be loud and wrong. I don't know why my hands are up there. Loud and wrong. That's the worst thing that you can do on social media. And every day that I log on to Twitter and Facebook, it's like, oh my gosh, these people are just, they're either posting articles that are like 5 months old, or they're arguing about like an Onion article, and it's just like, what's going on? And like you, before I used to think, this person's dumb, they're stupid, they don't understand how life or words work, and then one day God was like, you know what, Carter, I think they're just confused. And I was like, confused? What do you mean? He was like, confused about Google. And I was like, Google? How can you be confused about Google? Google's the best thing ever. And then he explained to me sometimes people wake up for whatever reason and they're just not sure whether or not Google's still free that morning. So one thing that I started doing, I'll log onto Facebook and I'll see, oh, an article, Mitt Romney and Lil B get into a fight at a club. So at that point I'm usually like, this person seems to be confused about Google. So then I'll run over to Google, and like you see, I just did a who was the 39th president of the United States. Google told me before I even finished the sentence. Bam. So at that point, I'm like, okay, Google's still free. And then from there, you can go to that person's status and just comment. Nothing, you don't have to be mean. You say, hey, friend, Google is still free. And you can add a smiley face, you can add the little smiley devil, just do whatever you want to make it a little kinder. But what you want to do is make sure that people know that, hey, Google's still free this morning, it was free yesterday, and as far as I'm concerned, it will remain free until God decides that we just haven't been taking proper advantage of it and takes it away. So that's really what I want to encourage you guys to start doing. We all log on to the internet sometimes to see some crazy stories. Like, oh my gosh, Meryl Streep suplex LL Cool J on some back road in Tennessee. And I understand that there's the temptation to just hit share and to send it off into the interwebs so your friends and family can see it, and you guys start a few fights about it. I get it, it's fun, we all enjoy that. But all I'm saying is that a quick Google search will probably tell you, if common sense isn't enough, Google usually is. Another thing that you guys can start doing is running Google searches on the sources that you find. Let's Google The Onion, because a lot of you guys seem to like that as a news source. And, oh wow, right there, The Onion's actual description says, a farcical newspaper featuring world, national, and community news. Farcical? What does that mean? Well, we can Google that too. Farcical, of or resembling a farce, especially because of absurd or ridiculous aspects. Oh my gosh, what's a farce? Alright, we can Google that too. Google's still free. It's not telling us how many searches we have per day. We can go ahead and Google farce. Farce, a comic dramatic work using buffoonery and horseplay and typically including crude characterization and ludicrously improbable situations. Synonym, slapstick comedy, slapstick, burlesque, vaudeville, buffoonery, a genre of farce and absurd event. Just from going on and starting with a search of The Onion, which a lot of you guys like to post, and then just going, you search farcical, and you search farce, at that point you're then able to say, you know what, The Onion might not be the greatest source, and I might be really ready to fire off these 140 characters and tell this person why they're wrong, but maybe I shouldn't use The Onion. Just go ahead and start doing that. Maybe we should get some shirts like, hey, Google's free today. I don't even know how to say farcical. Farce, that's what I thought. See, the power of Google. I don't even know how to say that word. But guess what? I wasn't going to get up on the internet and embarrass myself because Google's still free today.